Good morning, geeks and gamers. Welcome to the single most important show that will ever happen at this time slot on this channel with these three personalities, Geeks and Gamers Daily. You will never find a more important moment in the history of the internet than right now. So settle down and get ready for a party. Josiah rises. Formerly known as Battlefront Rises. He abandoned it after a week.
He didn't show up last night.
He abandoned it after a week.
Yeah. Battlefront Rises is no longer a thing. It was a thing that we decided to try out, and well, it didn't really go over that well. So yeah. But yeah, no, I was busy with Epicverse stuff last night. So yeah, Wednesdays are usually kind of tough for me to be able to make any sort of stream that early, just because we have a lot of Epicverse meetings that we line up on Wednesdays. But yeah, not that I mean, I will say that I really missed playing Battlefront 2 last night a lot.
Look at you, look at you. I don't believe you, but we'll take.
I was heartbroken. I was like, man,
look at this very first super chat.
Let's go.
Look at the very first
Skull!
Super chat of the day.
Valkyria Winter.
That is what's up right there. You know, it took me about 8 Cobra Casts to learn how to say that name.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Listen, man.
How were you saying it?
Listen, I'm from Alabama.
I don't
I honestly, I've said it right so many times I can't remember, but everybody remembers this. Valkyria Winter remembers this. Like, it was bad.
Jeremy's like Valkyria.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Winter.
It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was brutal.
That's funny.
And there's the YouTube chat's freezing up again. Like, I don't understand why that YouTube chat keeps freezing up, man.
It's not freezing up for me.
It's just so popular. There's too many people in there, you know? It's just going crazy.
It's moving again now.
YouTube can't handle it.
Valkyria said it was funny all the time. Yeah, it was, man. I was like, man, I can't figure this out. But we got there. We got there. It got to a point where I had to apologize. Like, I am sorry. Like, you keep sending gifted memberships, you keep sending super chats, and I am not actively butchering your name. I promise I'm not. But, you know, we got through it. We got through it, and that's okay. But yeah, Fear the Beardo is here. What's up, Fear the Beardo?
Yeah, man. I might have been not super involved with those Epicverse meetings, but me and Josiah might have had a call yesterday discussing the future of Fear the Beardo and Epicverse. So that was exciting stuff. That was exciting. But yeah, man, Battlefront was fun last night, and then once Battlefront kind of took a shit, we hopped into Fortnite and had ourselves a first game dub. That was pretty crazy. It was an awesome match.
That's awesome.
And then, yeah, man, excited for this show. And then right after this show, High Tea Thursdays with Jay. So gonna be a good day.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, the battle or the Fortnite stream was funny, or at least the match. So I got literally killed on the drop, like just boom, and I was mad, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna recover from this, and then I fell down and I got knocked on fall damage. But then I did recover and I think I finished like 9 or 10 kills. So I was like, okay,
nice.
I recovered. Yeah. But I was very frustrated at that moment in time. Very frustrated. Late and Jay says Jay's Greasy Wiggler. Atomic Patriot. Who's Josiah? I only know Annihilation Rises. Tomac. Look at the 50s today.
For 50!
Tomax has just got done with Cobracast, and some of the saying they want some single player streams. Oh, some people were saying they want a single player streams. I already sent you Metal Gear Rising and Metal Wolf Chaos. So got some memes waiting for ya. Yes. So Tomac has sent me several codes for games that I've got to look into, and yeah, Cobracast. There was a lot of requests for me to play single player games, and I told the chat I'm kind of open to whatever the chat wants.
I have a recommendation.
What?
Did you not get Resident Evil 4 on your PlayStation?
I
And
did.
just never played it?
I have. Well, I mean, obviously at Resident Evil 4, the original,
Right.
one of the greatest games ever made, and I've played through that game multiple times. I did not play through the remake.
But you have it, though.
Yeah, I have it. I have a lot of games. I just don't have time. The only way I can play through single player games is if I do it on stream, because
Correct.
I don't have enough time in my day to sit down and play through a single player game like isolated. I just don't.
Yeah.
It's just not enough time. Like, so yeah, the only way I can do that is to actually do it on stream. So there's a lot of games that I want to play through.
If the fans want to see you do it, let's do it, man.
Hey, I mean, you definitely should be playing Game of the Year when that comes out, Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
So make sure that you scoop that up. Play that.
Yep.
So,
well, Game of the Year is Fortnite, so I don't give a shit what y'all say.
No, that's what I told my chat too. I was like, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be playing Remnant 2 at all. So
yeah.
That's how I am with any video game, man. If I'm playing a video game, I'm streaming it.
Yeah,
I'm streaming it. Anything I play.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Nut Bunny says, I'd love to see Jeremy and Beardo team up on Elden Ring co-op.
Fuck.
I did play quite a bit of Elden Ring, and good lord, man, I loved Elden Ring. That game's just incredible. Does it even have a co-op?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I only played through this. Like, man, God, it was so good. It was so good. Cole Hauser with another 50. Hail 199 finally joined X. We'll add some of my great G.I. Joe and Transformers collections. Yo, Joe, love the daily. Jeremy tried to do a primetime daily. Yo, Joe. Hell yes. Thank you. I'm looking forward, Cole Hauser. I know you're a big Joe fan, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you got. And yeah, Twitter X, it's turning into an actual legitimately good platform. And honestly, I'm just happy that Twitter, the bird, is gone. We've moved on from the Jack Dorsey era of it. And what they're doing with creators. I mean, I've been tweeting more just because, hey, make money from it. Why not? I posted I'm really more about, like, I respect the platform. So, I make posts that I think are educational. I make posts that will create discussions. I'm a guy who's I'm there. I make genuine posts, so they're like, she's very smart and talented, guys. Like,
a lot of talent there. A lot of talent.
A lot of talent. Very, very intelligent and talented individual right there. And that's really all I was trying to say. And that
big brains.
Yeah.
Big brains.
Yes.
On that shit.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Big
very
brains.
Talented, so.
Damn.
Dude, so I played this on
Did I mention big brains?
Yeah, I can't
big brains.
I can't even focus. Bro, I played this AI rap from Trump. Dissing Eminem. It's the funniest shit ever. Now, I'm not gonna do it, but he basically, in the AI rap, he's like, I'm gonna change MAGA to mega, make Eminem great again. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Played it on GoCast.
Who would have thought that Eminem would have turned out to be such a bitch?
Oh man, it's bad.
Dude,
I mean,
bad, man.
He was all I listened to in high school.
Yeah.
It was Eminem and Wiz Khalifa, but mostly Eminem. And dude, Eminem had some of the best albums back in the day, dude.
Yeah,
it is a shame.
It's crazy, really, man. He used to be
the guy that offended so many people. It's crazy.
Yeah, he used to offend so many people. He was the guy. He would stand against the mainstream. He would stand against the system. They wanted to sue him. They wanted to deplatform him. And now he's become the very thing that he used to be against. It is wild. What a fall from grace. But
dude, he used to rap about fantasizing about killing people, like family members, like his ex-wife and his mom. Dude was unhinged, bro.
It was amazing. I loved it. And now for him to sit there and cry like a little girl is just unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so Disney had their earnings call yesterday. I did not shout out to Valiant Renegade. Valiant Renegade invited me on to his stream yesterday. He had a ton of people watching, had a great stream. I didn't get a chance to hop on that stream. I had 3 streams yesterday, I think. So I just didn't have the free time to jump on with him, but I really appreciate the invite. Valiant's doing a great job over there. And typically the earnings call is kind of a dog and pony show, so you don't get a lot of information from these, and it's a lot of like political answers and stuff like that. But one thing that we did get from the earnings call is that Bob Iger has announced that Disney is raising prices of their streaming services, as Bob Iger warns of password sharing crackdown. Now, the password sharing stuff that actually benefited Netflix. A lot of people questioned how that was going to go. But Disney has been losing significantly on their streaming services. So now adding a price increase to Disney Plus and Hulu, I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a good thing or not. It says Disney announced Wednesday it would raise prices for its streaming services for the second time this year as the company works to narrow its direct-to-consumer losses and reach profitability for this business by the end of its fiscal year. Effective October 12th, the company will raise monthly prices for its ad-free plans, Disney Plus and Hulu plans, by more than 20%. Disney Plus ad-free plan will raise by 27% to $13.99 a month in the U.S., up from $10.99. That's double what the $6.99 cost was initially. And it says the price hikes come during Disney's continued efforts to slash $5.5 billion in cost this year. The monthly prices of 2 Hulu TV packages will increase by $7 for each, both the ad-free and the ad-supported offering. And it's just not good. Disney reported that streaming losses totaled $512 million in its fiscal third quarter, and half of the $1.1 billion loss reported in the prior year period, less than the $777 million forecast by analysts. The company reported a streaming loss of $659 million in quarter 2 and $1.1 billion in quarter 1. Still, the company continues to shed subscribers, with Media Giant reporting 146.1 million total Disney Plus subscribers at the end of the quarter, a 7.4% decline from a previous quarter. Analysts polled by Bloomberg had expected to see paying users a total of 1.5 or 154.8, so they missed it by 8 million. So I don't know how this helps them at not. I don't know.
The thought of paying $14 a month for Disney Plus is absolutely insane to me. Thinking about like all the crap that they put out now, like I haven't heard of like a single good show that Disney Plus has put out recently that people are hyped about. It's all been garbage. So why on earth would you want to pay even more for this thing? I don't pay for it in the first place. Fuck Disney. Ever since they everything that they did with Gina Carano, I canceled Disney Plus after that, and I haven't gone back. And I don't feel like I'm missing anything, surprisingly. So so that's I don't see how this price hike is going to help them at all.
I mean, they don't offer anything unique. And yes, chat's roasting me for saying physical instead of fiscal. Welcome to Geeks and Gamers. But like for me, like I think this opens the bigger question about the streaming services. We've had this discussion many times before about streaming services and how this is something that it's not sustainable with all of these streaming services. I follow this stuff, and even I can't keep up with what show is on what platform anymore for the most part. Like, obviously, I know Stranger Things is going to be on Netflix because that's a given. You know, there's certain things that you know, but I mean, I remember when I was trying to find it, like, I didn't know where Yellowstone was at. And I'm like, where the fuck is Yellowstone? Like, I didn't even know what platform it was on.
Right.
Now you've got you've got these shows on all these different platforms, and you're paying more than you were years ago for cable. At this point, if you want to have every streaming service, you can't keep up with this. This is not sustainable for the long term. Beardo, what do you think about all this?
It is very out of touch, but that's not really out of Disney's track record. They're very out of touch, and to justify. For them to justify in a board meeting that, hey, we're going to raise our monthly prices on Disney Plus while not putting anything out unique. Most of the shit they put out is garbage. It's just a back catalog of good Disney shows and good Disney movies that people actually enjoyed. But now when you go to watch those, they put a little warning beforehand. Be careful, this might offend some people because it was made in the 1960s. Just so you know. Or what they do is like in Lilo and Stitch episodes, they'll alter the art, they'll alter a frame because back then in 2006, this was normal to them, but now it's like they change certain scenes in shows, and it's like it's almost unrecognizable. It's not the same show that you watched even back then. So for them to do this price hike while not putting anything out good, it's completely different from when Netflix decided, hey, if you're not in the same household, you're going to have to pay for your account. If you are still under your account, you're going to have to pay extra for that one little account underneath the entire account, like the sub account, but they're putting out at least halfway decent. Some of them are halfway decent original products, original shows, and also they're bringing in other old shows that people love, like Suits. That Suits show that they just brought in a whole bunch of new viewers. And the fact that you can go on there and you can watch great shows like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and that's just to name a few. Like, there's actually good shows that aren't necessarily even Netflix originals that Netflix is willing to have. Whereas Disney, if it's not Disney, they're going to throw it on Hulu. And Hulu is just, with the whole tiered subscriber system where it's like, oh, you can pay half as much, but you're going to get hit with ads. Nobody wants to watch fucking ads. But then at the same time, if you're paying full price for Hulu, why the hell, you're paying full price for two of them. You're paying full price for Disney, you're paying full price for Hulu to get no ads, and you don't even want to use Disney. It's completely out of touch, man. And I think you're going to see a lot more people on the opposite of how Netflix actually saw an increase in people paying for their accounts. You're going to see the opposite happen with Disney. You're going to see more people cancel their accounts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. I just can't see how this long term is sustainable for all of these services, and I think it'll be coming back to I think Disney will ultimately be okay. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but I think this streaming service boom, you've got Netflix, you got Amazon, you got Disney, and I think once other ones really can't be sustainable for the long term, then those other big 3 or 4 or whatever will start eating and gobbling up different content. There's a speculation that Apple's going to buy Disney anyway. The brand will still remain if that happens. But overall, like Disney Plus, right now as it stands, Disney Plus doesn't offer anything long-term that's not something from back in the day. They don't offer new content, really. There's no new shows. The only things that they're offering is garbage Marvel shows, which is objectively terrible. They used to be good when they were on Netflix. They used to be really good. And if you were giving Marvel level Netflix shows on Disney Plus, yeah, I could see that making people really want to come back to the platform. But you're not doing that. Everything they're doing is just bad. So I don't know.
Even Daredevil that's going to be basically revamped on Disney Plus. The more that I hear about that show, the more crap it sounds. It sounds absolutely terrible. So even the characters that they already had established that were huge successes on Netflix, they're going to completely ruin those as well. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
And did they not confirm that they're going to bring Jon Bernthal back to play Punisher in his own show that's going to be on Disney Plus?
Did that get confirmed? I can't remember if that
I think they said that a few months ago.
Maybe
I think they said that they're going to bring him back. But the thing is like, yeah, a lot of people love Daredevil, but I think more people were passionate about Punisher. Like Jon Bernthal as Punisher, especially that Punisher first season was insane.
I think Daredevil's one of the best things they've ever done, but I personally liked Punisher more because I think Jon Bernthal is just a perfect casting, and I'm a big fan of Jon Bernthal. I overall enjoyed Punisher more. I thought Daredevil's probably the better show, especially the second season of Punisher. I didn't even finish it because it just wasn't even good.
I liked it. It's worth finishing. It's decent.
First seas's phenomenal because Bernthal is just the man. But the second season lost me.
Second season of Daredevil though is just incredible on so many levels. It's insane. So
excellent. It's so sad that man, Netflix used to put out bangers out like crazy, man. I remember House of Cards was top tier there for a long time, you know. Orange is the New Black was really popular for the first few seasons. I enjoyed it. I don't know how it finished or how it ended. I have no idea.
First couple seasons of Stranger Things was phenomenal as well.
Yeah. Well, the first season of Stranger Things is one of the best seasons of television I've ever seen. Which don't get me wrong, the most recent season of Stranger Things was actually really good too.
Yeah.
The third season it kind of was like weird.
Mm-hmm.
I liked season
dropped
2
off after season 2. After season 2, I checked out.
I liked season 2. A lot of people didn't, but I liked season 2. Season 1 was perfection. Black Mirror is another one. Black Mirror is a good series.
Yep. Last Kingdom is phenomenal on Netflix too.
I haven't seen Last Kingdom.
Yeah, really, really good.
Haven't seen that one. Ella Reen for 50. Disney Plus is such a joke. Too much woke propaganda BS. I sub to Crunchyroll because that's where all the good anime is at.
Yep.
It's much better. That's a much better way to spend your money for sure. You can actually get good stories there, which is,
and it's cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But Disney's already like in free fall right now when it comes to their subscribers and the amount of subscribers that they're losing. And so I don't think this is going to help them at all. I think they're just going to continue to bleed.
Especially with Disney Plus and their shows, like their last saving grace for Star Wars was kind of Mandalorian. Everybody loved season 1 of Mandalorian. They were like, Jon Favreau, this is Jon Favreau's baby. Mandalorian season 1 was great, and then they just let it crash and burn. That was their last saving grace for anything good as far as shows were going. Something that wasn't a back catalog, wasn't a movie that you already saw in theaters. You had to have Disney Plus to watch the show, and they just let it fail, man.
Sad reality of kind of a lot of the stuff that they have going on right now.
Yeah,
we're gonna see how it all plays out, but for the time being, I think this is a bad move for Disney.
100%.
Isn't Loki, the next season of Loki, supposed to come out in a few days too?
I think so, yeah. And
I haven't seen any hype for that whatsoever.
Nope.
None.
And Tom Hiddleston is a huge, like, him in that role is perfect, but I think the first season of Loki just ruined the image of that because if you remember years and years ago, Comic-Con when he came out as Loki, Tom Hiddleston broke the freaking internet, man. People were going crazy because they were actually excited for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And after season 1 of Loki, I feel like that character is just kind of irrelevant.
And I hated it. I hated Loki. It was terrible. It was boring. It was slow. It felt claustrophobic. Like there was no actual like big grand scale of kind of like just of world building. It was like all green screen. It felt very claustrophobic. Like it was just weird.
I think one of the things about Loki that people found appealing was that he was kind of like a wild card in the movies, and he had like this kind of sense of mystery about him, and they kind of ruined all of that when they put out the show for Loki.
Yes, they did. His name is now Feminim. Beardo, let's golf. I'll meet you on the 5th tee. 5th tee.
Oh, good one.
Hail, Geeks and Gamers. Hail right back at you, Jason. Taker says, new on Disney Plus, Sleeping Ugly. That's the story of Beardo. Let's see. Beardo's like, how did I get thrown into that one? Yeah, man, that was unnecessary. I would normally recommend The Last Kingdom, but the last season goes full woke, third wave feminism with a female villain and widespread emasculation.
Yeah, the last season was a huge fall off for sure. The first like 3 seasons of Last Kingdom is honestly probably some of my favorite stuff that Netflix has ever put out. So but once again, of course, they had to ruin it, just like they do with everything.
Well, just like everything, exactly. So we've been talking about playing different games, and so I did get my Xbox in here and got it, uploaded and transferred all my stuff and signed into my account and everything because a lot of people have been wanting us to play Gears of War. Now, I played first 3 Gears of War, just the campaigns, and I loved them. I mean, Gears of War, I never played the multiplayer, but I always played the campaigns, and I loved them. And then people like, let's play the campaign, or I think Rolo, and a lot of the chat have been requesting us to play Gears. So I go to download. I'm going and I got my Game Pass, and I'm downloading like all the old school Gears, and I'm like, well, where's Gears of War 5? Where's Gears of War 5? And I can't find it. And I kept saying Gears 5, but the cover, I was like, well, where's Marcus Phoenix? You know, like what? I didn't understand it. It's a fucking woman on the front. And I'm like, what the fuck? This ain't Gears. And I'm like, this is what?
Oh,
that's not the cover, but like that I'm like,
yeah, but
what?
That's almost all of the art that you find for Gears 5 has her in the front.
Yeah. And I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Bro, and why is it that video game females always look so fucking ugly too?
And they just look like they're pissed at you.
Yeah.
They're ready to just, accuse you of something that you didn't do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So oh man. I don't know.
Lost energy in all of these females on video games.
I don't know if the game itself is just super woke or not, but like I just didn't understand it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? Like we'll see. But I here, as a matter of fact, I think this is the cover art that I saw right here. Hang on. Open a new tab. This is the cover art I believe I saw on Game Pass. That's why I didn't think it was like I was looking for Gears of War 5, and all I kept seeing was this. I'm like, Gears 5? I mean, where's Gears of War 5? And why is this chick on the cover?
Is
but
war too toxic
with that said, I'm still looking forward to at least trying it out. From a multiplayer standpoint, I think I would get absolutely annihilated if I played online Gears with people that play the game, because Gears of War is not like just a simple game you just pick up and play. It just ain't. Have you ever played the Gears games? Beardo, you have it because you weren't.
I was always PlayStation. So I never owned an Xbox, so I never got into
Listen to me,
Gears
dude.
of War.
Bro, Gears of War. Gears of War. Have you not played Gears either?
I've played a little bit of Gears at like some friend's house, but
same. So
never,
I played some Gears online.
Never
at
owned
friends.
my own Xbox, so never.
Gears of War, Gears of War 1 and 2 are so good. I don't even remember 3, but I did play 3. It's just been so long, but I was really into Gears 1 and 2 for sure. But I have them all downloaded now. We're gonna work on trying to work out some private lobbies or something like that. But more gaming.
I'm probably going to get
on the rise.
I'm probably going to get the new Xbox at some point.
You just sit there and go, based, no Xbox. You're like, probably going to get the Xbox.
But Josiah Rises. Yeah. He's got Epicverse money now. He can get an Xbox.
Jeremy was just crying a couple weeks ago about me getting an Xbox. So he's like, you got to get an Xbox so you can play Gears of War. I'm like, okay, well.
Fuck, now I kind of want to get an Xbox.
Yeah, hey, we got to have all the systems so we can play, man. We got to play. Yeah. I got Blabs yelling at me because we don't
Geeks
play.
Gamers.
Yeah, Blabs yelling at me because she wants to play Battlefront with us, but she doesn't have the PlayStation, so
well, that sounds like her problem.
I know.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is. We will see. But Gears of War, hopefully we'll be playing some Gears of War in the very near future, along with Halo and whatever else, just what we do. We
Gears
play
is on
games.
PC. Someone said Gears is on PC, Brandman.
You can probably get it through
Steam or Game Pass.
Probably Game Pass. You can get it through Game Pass.
Well, shit.
Well, see you later.
If I get Game Pass on my PC, I'll probably be able to play with you on your Xbox.
There you go.
There you go. Matthew Williams says, Tig Biddies 2.
Tig old biddies, man.
Tig old biddies. Japanese Demon says, the first season of Star Wars Visions was the last decent thing Disney Plus released. Surprisingly, it's anime. I've heard about it. I haven't watched it, but I've heard decent things about it. Enter the Dragon is being re-released in theaters. Really?
Hell yeah.
Bonesaw is ready. There you go. Give it to him.
Bonesaw is ready.
Mindhunter was peak Netflix, in my opinion. I liked Mindhunter. The lighting from Josiah went from bisexual to pansexual. We need to gear the Beardo. That's why Beardo eats corn the long way. Topper for $9.99. What's up, Topper? You know
Says
who Topper
nothing.
Is? You know who Topper is?
Topper is the name of the penguin in
You don't know who
Santa
Topper
Claus is
is.
Coming to Town.
You know,
There you go. That's
I'll tell
deep
you,
lore right
I'll
there.
tell you who Topper
Yeah.
is after the stream. The Blue Futon says, PS5 could totally keep that based Neil Druckmann.
PS5 can also keep that based Kratos, baby.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of somebody who's not based, in my opinion, at least lately,
What?
Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I'm not a big Joe Rogan fan, although I highly respect Joe Rogan. But I'm not the biggest fan. I talked about this the other day on Cobra Cast. I think Patrick Bet David is a far better podcaster than Joe Rogan. I know Joe Rogan's the king. I know he's the biggest, and hey, nothing but respect. I think Patrick Bet David is 10 times better than Joe Rogan. Just my personal opinion, but Joe Rogan is the king. He's the top guy. So Joe Rogan is appalled, which is
Appalled?
First of all, who fucking appalled? Really? Anyway, Joe Rogan appalled at political outrage over Barbie.
Did
It's a
he
fucking
say he was
ball
appalled,
movie.
or is that just this article describing his emotion?
Let me see. Podcaster Joe Rogan marveled Tuesday at the political outrage that resulted from the new Barbie movie. He described simply as a fun movie about dolls who come to life. A lot of people who are upset about the Barbie movie, I left perplexed. Joe Rogan said to his guest Post Malone, describing it as merely a fun, silly movie about dolls who come to life. But a lot of it is about the patriarchy, and it's comedy, about dolls. People are blah 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 blah. I don't see where he specifically said.
Right. At least he acknowledged that the patriarchy is a center point focus in the movie.
I guess my beef here, and again, most of you know I've not seen this movie yet, so but I guess my whole thing is like the reason, regardless of if a lot of people are saying that it's accidentally a based movie and all of that stuff. I've heard that argument. Ads had a great review of it over on his channel. Ryan's had some things to say about it. Regardless of what it is or isn't, people are tired of the political garbage in their movies, and people are hypersensitive to it because we've seen it so many times. We've seen it over and over and over again to the point where we're hypersensitive, and any hint of it in a movie, we're going to react to it because we've seen every single property being impacted by it. I think that's the bigger discussion to have here. There's clearly a debate on what Barbie is or isn't. And that's fine. I'm all for that debate, and I'm all for us having those debates all the time. But to not understand why people are hypersensitive to this, considering what we've been seeing since 2016, is kind of missing the point of the entire situation with why wokeness is so prevalent. We've seen everything ruined by this over and over again. That's why people are sensitive to it. Josiah, you've seen it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, my opinion on the Barbie movie still hasn't really changed. I still think that I know there's a lot of people out there that say that the movie is like secretly based. It doesn't make any sense to me at all, coming from Hollywood, coming from the people that we know that made the film. I just do not see it at all, and especially with the way that the movie ended up. It still kind of ended up in the same place that it started in a lot of ways. And so I still do not agree with that whole assessment of it. Is it an entertaining movie? In some ways, yeah, it's definitely an entertaining movie, and Ryan Gosling as Ken is honestly, unironically, the best part of the film. Which I don't know if that's what they intended to do with the film, but that's how it kind of ended up with his whole story. But yeah, I think that all of these, to be honest, I think that a lot of these conservatives and just people that aren't crazy, who say that this movie is amazing, is super based and all this type of stuff, I find that to be honestly kind of cringe. So
Bureau, have you seen it?
I have not seen it, and I do not intend on seeing it. But we can play devil's advocate here. So I am a fan of Joe Rogan, but I think his political stance of being so down the middle hurts him on both sides. Like, the left will go after him for some things. Obviously, he was pretty based with his whole take on, ivermectin and stuff during COVID, and, just like that was extremely based. He is a man's man. He's into, obviously he's the voice of UFC. He's good at martial arts. He's a good kickboxer. So he does have some right-leaning tendencies of being, a strong man, and actually preaches that to a lot of his guests, who he'll specifically bring on to debate because he disagrees with them. And then, on the other hand, because he's so down the middle, he says some wacky, funky leftist shit that pisses off the right. So I think he struggles with being so down the middle that sometimes he says stuff that he might truly believe. And also, Joe Rogan is a father of like 3 girls, I think. He doesn't have a son. So maybe giving him the benefit of the doubt, maybe if he had a son, he might look at it a little differently. But then on the same side of that coin, he is such a man's man when it comes to a lot of this, like, being a strong man and preaching that kind of like mental health for young men. So it is a little cringe because his statement saying it's a fucking doll movie. Yes, that is correct. It's a fucking doll movie. It is about a toy. So for them to stretch as far as saying the patriarchy, making the Kens about the patriarchy and everything like that, like, why couldn't it just be a fucking toy movie? Like, imagine if Toy Story started going full-blown woke and saying that, the male toys are bad in Toy Story. Like, that's kind of how you can take it. So, yes, Joe Rogan, it is a doll movie, but keep the fucking politics out of a movie about a toy. And maybe make it a fun movie about a toy.
Yeah. I mean, I just, I think not understanding why this is bothering people is missing the point, and that's kind of where my issue with it is.
Yeah. So apparently he did say appalled. He did say that. So basically he ended kind of his whole rant on the Barbie thing by saying it's a fun movie, man. I'm appalled at how easily outraged so many people are. That's what he said.
Yeah,
about
that is cringe. I saw this retard in my chat says, I think G&G are mad that people like the movie and they can't farm rage clicks. You stupid motherfucker. So I just had to look this up. You stupid motherfucker. I personally have not made a fucking video on this channel in 3 weeks. All right. I've made 2 fucking videos on this channel in the last fucking month. All right. I'm live streaming all the time. Guess what? People watch our live streams. Doesn't matter if we talk about Barbie. Doesn't matter if I talk about how your fat, sloppy, ugly mother wants to have sex with me, Jexy. I could talk about whatever I want, and people are going to watch, you stupid fuck. So ultimately, you dumb motherfucker, Barbie is Barbie. I haven't seen it. I never was going to go see it, and I don't care that it's successful. I think you're just a dumbass. I think that you just don't understand what you're talking about, and you're an NPC, and you're just spewing nonsense just because you have nothing else going on in your life. And that's fine. But I'm still going to continue to be successful, and you're going to be a pathetic loser. And that's the bottom line. What is all the sound in Josiah's? Like, what the hell's going on, Josiah?
I got a rooster right out my door here.
It's like I've been hearing it the whole stream.
Not out my door, but out my window. So yeah, my wife wanted chickens, so now we got chickens. So he just wants to be part of the stream, okay? Neil, his name is Neil. Okay.
Your rooster saw Jexy's comment and was like, "Get him the fuck out!"
I'm the bigger cock here.
Oh man.
Oh man. No, last night, man, I responded to so many people on CobraCast. I don't know why. Like, I just find the comment and I was just roasting people. And people are like, man, Jeremy's fired up. I'm like, not really. I just like listen, there's a reason I do what I do. I know how to, like, I like to see the chat go crazy. I like to see the chat just go. I like to see that chat moving quickly. It's why I share images like this. All right. Just so I can watch the chat go crazy. Watch what the chat's going to do right now. You're going to see mommy, ooh, boobies. Like, watch the chat. They're going to go crazy right now. Look, see?
Big brains,
Milk
bro.
truck, hubba bubba. I love the internet. I love the internet.
It's great. I mean, I don't really give a shit, to be honest, if people like the movie or not. It doesn't really matter to me either way. So people can like it, that's fine. But I think it's kind of cringe. But You know,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I've seen the first 40 minutes of
so-
it, and I've seen the first 40 minutes. I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
want to see it for the discussion. I don't want to see it for the movie.
Right.
And here's the
right.
thing,
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter if we don't like it, because guess what? The reality is, it's gonna make $1 billion. It's probably gonna get a
already has.
sequel.
Yep.
Plenty of people enjoyed it. So who gives a fuck if we don't? It's gonna get a sequel. It made $1 billion. Just ride on your high horse and like, who gives a fuck? Just like when movies that we like do fucking well, like Joker, that made $1 billion but didn't have any political
Sound of
messaging
Freedom.
in it. Sound of Freedom. There you go. And it's like, what? But the thing is they'll give a shit about Sound of Freedom. They'll sound off on it, and they want to be understood and heard. But when we sound off on Barbie, all of a sudden we're the fucking bad guy. It's like, do you not realize that you're barking up the same fucking tree?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Right,
This is the comment of the day right here. I let Trump's lawyer feed me corn the long
Who said that? Who said
Jason's
that? I want to.
statement. Jason's statement.
That's a good fucking comment right there, man. That was good.
Matthew has said, can you have the DC to send Jerry a super chat if you were going to say have a bad take? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, come on.
Exactly. Have
Wake
a little
up!
respect. Have a
Wake
little
up!
respect. I see a lot of people saying, give me back my milk truck. Valkyria Winter need
For
more of
50!
these milk trucks.
Go!
Man, you
Hell
guys
yeah.
are on it today.
Hell yeah.
Bonesaw is
Is
ready. I think the
Bonesaw
Barbie
is
reaction is because we've been
ready.
called misogynist for innocuous stuff. I'm a misogynist for not wanting female space marines, but not a misandrist for supporting a film where men can't own property. Yeah, it really is.
Right.
It's about what.
Yeah. Right.
It's not about Barbie as much as it's about how much we've seen this happen. Again, 2016 is where you can first point to this, and that was Ghostbusters. 2016. It is 2023, and we are still dealing with this. You have that many years. You've seen Marvel. You've seen Star Wars. You've seen all of your favorite properties being impacted by this. People are tired of it, and they're overly sensitive to it, and for all the right reasons. We've seen it happen in video games, and we've seen it like across the board. Remember with Game of Thrones, like I initially thought they were going woke with season 8. It was just bad. It really wasn't woke. It was just bad. You know what I mean? And but you were so thinking like, oh God, here we go with the feminist bullshit. But it really wasn't for feminism as much. It was just really bad, really bad. And they didn't know what they were doing.
Mhm.
But yeah,
My
it is what
queen.
it is. Yeah, McQueen. God.
Man, dude.
It is hard to process just how unbelievably horrible Game of Thrones went.
Yeah. That was one of the worst like failures ever when it comes to anything in entertainment ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I see people saying Fury Road. Now, I hated Fury Road. I thought Fury Road was woke as hell. When did Fury Road come out?
2015, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 2015.
I did not like Fury Road at all. And
Yeah,
I
I've
know
never seen
most
it.
people love that movie. I do not like Fury Road.
I hated it.
You're gonna see the chat. A lot of the chat is fixing to crush me over my Fury. I hated Fury Road.
Same.
And I got a lot of backlash for that back in the day when I saw it, but it is what it is. I did not like it. Never liked it.
Mike and
Oh,
I still
yeah.
argue to this day about that film. He loves it. I hate it. So we argue a lot about it.
Mike's not very smart, so it's fine. Makes sense.
I mean, you can even look at. I mean, shit. I feel like we've, this like beating a dead horse here, but look at movies like Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Look at the Cameron Diaz Charlie's Angels movies that were actually fucking good. And then they go and remake Charlie's Angels, and then they just make it woke. It's like, it doesn't have to be this fucking man-hating bullshit for a female ensemble movie to be enjoyed by men. Just like
Yeah.
take those,
Right.
like, and there's several of those movies. Like even Bridesmaids, you can find enjoyment in Bridesmaids, which is in a female ensemble movie. The Charlie's Angels, Kill Bill, like you name it. There's several of them that did it right, but they just can't help themselves. Like Jeremy said, it's been since 2015, 2016, and they still can't help themselves. They still think that their message isn't being put across. It's like, no, we get it. Your message is coming across, and we just fucking hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that really is it, and I mean as you bring that up, I have to bring this up because it's fantastic. This is the most memeable thing of all time. It's true. This is not a meme. What I'm showing, straight white males. This movie is not for you.
Yep.
A month later, after it fails, why are straight white males refusing to see this movie? That's real.
Yes. Yep.
That is real. I mean, it's unbelievable. Hey, you white males, it's not for you. And then it fails because, of course, it's going to fail. Yes, this actually happened. This actually happened.
Yep. Let's see some other examples. Tomb Raider, yes. Underworld, the Resident Evil movies that were all female-driven and that, you know, you can find enjoyment in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
100%.
And there's nothing... I hate that I have to qualify stupid shit like this because I feel like you're talking to the 1% of retards out there that don't understand. Like 99% of everybody watching these streams, everybody that watches our stuff, they already know this. There's nothing wrong with female characters. There's never has been anything wrong with female characters. There's something wrong with feminist propaganda.
Yeah,
and that's what it comes down to. As a fan of G.I. Joe all those years, there's plenty of awesome female characters just in G.I. Joe. When I'm growing up, like Jinx was one of my favorite action figures. Jinx is awesome. She's a badass ninja. She's cool as hell. Obviously Baroness, Lady J, there's like Scarlet, CoverGirl. There's amazing female characters. No one had a problem with female characters. It's when you try to sit there and be all about pro-feminism and anti-male sentiments. That's what has pissed people off. And then you hear all of these idiots out there like, oh, you know, finally when they put women in Star Wars, these angry men got, you know, upset. It's like, women have always been in Star Wars, you idiot. They've always been in Star Wars.
Have you heard of Princess Leia and the slave outfit? Come on.
Yeah.
Padme in Attack of the Clones when she's wearing that fuck me now dress with Anakin?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, ain't what nobody complaining about Padme in Attack of the Clones. Wasn't nobody. As a matter of fact, let's see. Here we go. Who was complaining about this? Somebody please tell me. Who was complaining about this right there? Who?
That's not even the best one.
No, I know. I just had to find like one of the quick pictures. Who was complaining about that? Besides her, by the way, you guys see her, I guess her husband that cheated on her. He's got the biggest forehead in the history of foreheads.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He makes Ryan Kinnell's forehead look normal.
Bro, it's the biggest forehead.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't have to go there. But
Yeah.
Let me see. Natalie Portman. All right, look, bro. There's something wrong with this man. Okay, look at this man's forehead. Holy
Holy fuck.
What?
Oh man. Huge mega mind energy coming from this guy.
Holy crap. Yeah, so apparently he got I don't know, I guess they're divorcing because he cheated on her. That reminds me of like, what's his name? Hugh Grant when he slept with like Wesley Snipes looking hooker back in the day. You remember that? Hugh Grant was with Elizabeth Hurley and he got busted with some hooker that looked like Big Mike, basically.
Oh, what?
Yes.
That's crazy.
No, that's a true story. Hang on.
Really?
Yes.
Never
he was with
heard of that
Elizabeth Hurley.
Man.
Hugh Grant.
Man.
I haven't looked up this story in forever. Let's see. Divine Brown was the hooker's name.
Holy shit.
Bro! He was with Elizabeth
That's
Hurley.
crazy.
and this is what he risked it all for.
No way. What?
Yes. That is a true story. That is a true story right there.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I'm baffled.
You went from Elizabeth Hurley. That just shows you right there. We're fucked up, man.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
fucked up.
It's
Holy
true.
crap.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see the whole Trudeau taking his son to go see Barbie thing?
Yes.
We talked about that yesterday.
Did you?
Or on
Okay.
Tuesday night. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That picture right there of Trudeau and his son like summarizes like the male like experience of Barbie perfectly right there.
The fact that he posted that like a day after announcing he was getting into divorce, and like Ryan is right. I thought he was like, he was like they were going out on a gay date. That's what
I
like.
thought too. Yeah,
It's so bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
it has weird energy for sure.
Yes, 100%. We got Disco Cobra
for 50.
I think Fury Road is a mixed bag. I know that Mad Max's character was not the primary focus, but I don't think it detracted from the overall movie. Furiosa was decent enough, and she is getting a spinoff as well, I'm hearing. I mainly loved the action. Is that still happening? Is there going to be like a spinoff?
That thing has been in the talks for forever, like years. So yeah, I don't know if it's actually happened or not.
I'm not a fan of Charlize Theron anymore. I used to like her, but she's just.
I've never been a fan.
Let me see. Jeremy, you like a G.I. Joe movie that was functionally the masculine and satirical counterpart of Barbie with sparkling of OG Starship Trooper RoboCop vibes. What if Ken wanted to be a G.I. Joe? Okay, what? I don't understand what you're saying.
What the F?
Jeremy, you like a G.I. Joe movie that was functionally the masculine and satirical counterpart of Barbie with the sparkling OG Starship Trooper RoboCop vibes. I'm very confused. What G.I. Joe
Jeremy's
movie?
Been on record that he doesn't like any of the G.I. Joe movies.
Live action.
Yeah, live action.
Yeah. I don't understand what he's trying to say there. I'm trying to understand it. I appreciate $20.
He corrected. He said, "Would you like?"
Oh,
Jeremy,
would. Okay. Oh,
like?
would. Okay, because I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So Jeremy, would you like a G.I. Joe movie that was functionally the masculine and satirical counterpart of Barbie with a sprinkling of OG Starship Trooper RoboCop vibes? No. I don't want a satirical G.I. Joe film. I want a real G.I. Joe movie that plays into, patriotism and, a simple story of G.I. Joe versus Cobra. That's really all I want. I don't want it to have themes or social commentary positively or negatively for the things that I believe in. I just want it to be what it needs to be to respect G.I. Joe and Cobra. That's all I really want. That's it. It's just simple. But my bad on misunderstanding that. But hey, thank you. Let me see. Oh, and so what if Ken wanted to be a G.I. Joe? Again, it's hard for me to really answer because, like I said, I haven't seen Barbie. I've heard arguments on both sides of the coin for Barbie. But ultimately, it's regardless. I don't want movies with any agendas. Period. What I want is Dune. What I want is Top Gun. What I want is Guardians 3. What I want is movies like that. I want Ford versus Ferrari. Ford versus Ferrari had no agenda. Ford versus Ferrari is just telling you a story. It's telling you a story. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want movies that are pro or anti my beliefs. I just want good movies for entertainment value, period. That's all I want.
Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy a movie that's pro-male driven that made women look like fucking whores and dumb and stupid and just like, not competent. Like, no, you want movies like Mission Impossible where Tom Cruise is the man, Haley Atwell can hold her own, she's smart too, but she also looks good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm looking for. That's
simple. It's simple, really.
Luke Voss says, "How dare Jeremy can't read a word that's missing." All right. How based is anime? The saga of Tanya the Evil ask the important questions. What if Adolf was an 11-year-old girl during World War II who could fly and have unstoppable powers? That's the main character. Anime, like the thing about anime, because people like to say like anime is this, that, or the other. Anime is entertainment. Anime is just just animation is what it is. There's no like overarching thing. Like the thing with Hollywood is Hollywood has a focus. Hollywood has an agenda. Hollywood has a central focus. There are people that oversee the agendas. Look at the Oscars. The Oscars have diversity quotas for their award shows. That's terrible. That is insane. But they have that in place because they're setting the standard for, hey, these movies you guys are making, they have to be our woke standards or we're not going to acknowledge it. That's what that is out there to be. That's meant to push your diversity bullshit. Now, I don't know, like something like Oppenheimer. Is Oppenheimer really going to be left out of the awards because it doesn't have diversity in it? Probably. I don't know. I heard them complaining about Dunkirk because Dunkirk, it didn't have racial breakdowns that they wanted. It's like, oh my God, you people are insane.
Newsflash, it's historically accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, we will see. We'll see. But as far as G.I. Joe goes, go watch Resolute if anybody's curious. If you've never seen any G.I. Joe stuff, just watch Resolute. Resolute's really good. It's a good take on things. Not my favorite, but it's definitely one of the better ones for sure. Okay, where the fuck did I leave off?
I got him.
Okay, go for it. Steiner Math says Disney, the numbers don't lie. All right, and then after that, you can go.
Cool. Tomac for 20. I would like to nominate Aya Brea and Lenneth Valkyrie as a badass woman. Too bad both of the games they came from were 23 years ago. Do you know what games they were from?
No. Off the top of my head.
Aya Brea and Lenneth Valkyrie. Thank you, Tomac, for the 20. Mike Hill for 10. Screen Rant posted an article saying Barbie is this year's Last Jedi and the same people hate it. Both movies.
Say that one more time.
Screen Rant posted an article saying that Barbie is this year's Last Jedi and the same people hates it.
Yeah, that's not accurate at all. That's not accurate at all.
I don't think Barbie's going to have the kind of dividing cultural impact that Last Jedi had in a negative way. Cliff for 10. Love the Gears of War games. 1 through 3 and Judgment is the story. 4 is on Apocrypha. 4 on is Apocrypha. I don't know what that means. The theme comes full circle with Mad World played in the OG teaser and only played again when Dom saves the Delta Squad in 3.
I want to play through. Somebody said Mad World in there. Remind me of the Mad World for the Wii. You guys need to play that if you haven't played Mad World on the Wii. I don't know if you can play Mad World anywhere else. I would recommend it if you could, but I think it was a Sega game made for the Nintendo Wii. Mad World is fucking awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
William Owens for 2 months. When Josiah gathers eggs, Neil the rooster says, "Give me back my son!" Sol Jarin for 2 months. Read an article on Screen Rant of who they like to see a new G.I. Joe reboot. They would like to see Snake Eyes as he was portrayed in the originals.
Yeah, I mean this is no brainer. It's a no brainer. That we have. I mean, you have literally the most recognizable and popular character in the franchise, and you've ruined him. The Snake Eyes movie, from on a personal standpoint, is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, just because of how disrespectful it was to Snake Eyes. I think it's just a bad movie in general. I think even if you don't know anything about it, you watch this movie and like it's just stupid. But yeah, I mean, Snake Eyes is a really cool character, and Ray Park did a fantastic job as Snake Eyes in the live action movies, very much underutilized in those movies. But there's a great story to tell about Snake Eyes. He's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white guy that ends up training as a ninja. Obviously he's an outcast. There's a lot of resentment from that standpoint. There's tension between him and Storm Shadow because he turned out to be the better student. Storm Shadow was the best student, and then Snake Eyes comes into the equation. You can tell a fantastic story like that. You could tell a phenomenal story. He gets disfigured in an accident. He has a vow of silence in some iterations. Other ones, his injury is how he lost his ability to speak. There's a lot of good stories you can tell with that. They choose not to do
that. Booty for $2 on Rumble says, "Show me the hottest woman in the world, and I'll show you a guy. I'll show you the guy tired of banging her." That's a very true statement. For every hot chick, there's a dude that's tired of fucking her. J.D. Hogg for $5. When did Jay get replaced by Beardo as the G&G whipping boy?
You're in good company.
If you ask Jay, I was solely brought on to replace Jay. So with great power comes great responsibility. Irish Jedi for $2. Josiah's Rooster. Give me back my eggs! Naaman's for $2. If I want bad takes, I'll go watch Lofty. There you go. Darian Murphy for a $1.99. Hated Fury Road. Mad Max was sidelined.
Mm-hmm.
Musimin for $2. Now we have Baldur's Gate. Now we have a game, Baldur's Gate 3. Woke ass trash. People are loving it.
Baldur's Gate's getting a ton of praise. Yeah. People are throwing Game of the Year out there for that one, so people are loving it.
Yeah, nuts. Matthew Hammond for $5. Mega stands for Make Eminem Great Again.
That's right.
Aurora Uplinks for $5. Kill Bill is one of my all-time favorite films to mention. It's a masterpiece of action and drama. It works so strong because lead is a woman for story. Yes. Stumpy for a $1.99. Portman married MODOK. Do you get that one, Jeremy?
Say that one again.
Portman married MODOK.
Oh yes. Natalie Portman. Because I heard Portman, I didn't ring a bell.
Yeah. Aurora Uplinks for another $2. That reminds me of Always Sunny in Philadelphia somehow. Hey, Always Sunny is based. Sierra Tan for $5. When the Hugh Grant thing happened, Jay Leno roasted him for it, which was hilarious when comedy wasn't woke.
Tom just sent me this. Shut up, Tom. This is a Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort ratioing room cards, only distributing 2 for up to 6 guests. So
rationing room cards.
Rationing. I'm sorry. Ratioing. I'm so used to saying ratioing, like rationing. Yes. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort is currently only allowing 2 keys to the world cards per reservation, regardless of number of registered guests in cabin, citing a supply shortage. So because of supply shortage, God, that's bad.
Man.
Shortage on what? Plastic?
Apparently. That's kind of what happens when you just when you alienate your audience, man. The fact that they are having to cut that, that's bad. That's really bad.
Wow.
That's really bad.
Aurora Uplinks for another $2. The G.I. Joe live-action films have horrible scripts.
They're absolutely terrible. But to be fair, G.I. Joe's had a lot of funny, like really cringy stories. That's not what we don't want G.I. Joe for story as much as we want it for the action and the entertainment and the personalities. The personalities make G.I. Joe wonderful. There's so many amazing personalities in G.I. Joe. All we want is laser fights with our guns. Knowing is half the battle. We want Cobra to be this terrorist organization. It doesn't have to be like, we're not looking for like fucking Lord of the Rings, just give me some mindless action with some good characters and some fun dialogue. The problem with the GI Joe film, like they actively, especially the first one, they actively disrespected Cobra Commander to a level that's just unforgivable. They having Channing Tatum in the role of Duke is about his most offensive casting of all time. At that point, I'd just rather you give me a black female in the role than put Channing Tatum in that role. Jesus Christ. But yeah, just make it fun, man. It doesn't have to be like the most spectacular thing ever.
Let's see. Cole Hauser for $5. Act of Valor, 13 Hours are good movies they could base G.I. Joe off of. Also, G.I. Joe had great blacks, Hispanics, and Asians, even Russians, the October Guard.
That's right.
Cole Hauser for another 2. Scarlet Lady J, cover girl kicked butt in G1.
Right.
Andrew CR for a check, 2,500 says, I have the best words like uncopyrightable and anti-establishment or holy shit. Yes, you do, Andrew. Yes, you do. Japanese
I think we have to play this after all of my messing up.
I know words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid.
It's true. She also had a cat whose name was Vagina. Japanese Demon Lord for $5. I'm still waiting on that Voltron movie announced in the early 90s.
Voltron was awesome back in the day.
Sir Hat for $2. Saga of Tanya the Evil is World War I. Also, 9 out of 10. Watch it.
Let's go.
There you go. Thank you. Cole Hauser for $2. Snake Eyes was a commando cartoon, a ninja comic.
Yeah, I mean, Snake Eyes. I showed you the story of like Beardo. I showed you the Fortnite comic with Snake Eyes and Batman.
Yeah.
And it ended with them saluting each other out of respect.
Did you know about that, Josiah?
No.
So Jeremy showed me this Fortnite comic book, this Batman comic book that takes place in the world of Fortnite, where Batman gets sucked into Fortnite, and after 24 hours, his memory resets, and he has to find out a way, and he has to leave himself clues to know that his mind is being reset, his memories are being reset, and along the way, Snake Eyes is trying to keep him there, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, like
Snake Eyes is trying to keep him in the Fortnite world, and then they have a fight, and they both realize in their fight that this is never going to end, that they're both equally hand-to-hand compatible, so it ends with them, like, respecting each other.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a Fortnite comic?
That's a Fortnite comic, bro.
Oh my gosh. How is that Fortnite continues to do a way better job of respecting these characters than anyone else does?
I know it,
That's
man.
insane, dude.
It's not woke. It's not woke at all, and they make both male characters, awesome.
That is crazy. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I want to check that out now.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And here's a shot from it right here. Open a new tab. Yeah, here's a shot from it. Fortnite just keeps doing it better than the rest of them. There's a shot from it right there.
That looks badass, dude.
Hell
Holy
yeah,
bro.
Wow. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What that is great art too.
Yeah, it is.
And I like it that it's the Fortnite version skins of them, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. That's super cool.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Epic.
Yeah.
Aurora Uplinks for $2. Imagine a gender swap Kill Bill. It doesn't work. Axel Jensen for $5. Baldur's Gate is only as woke as you choose to make it. You could just kill everyone if you choose to. The devs focused on choice. Yes, but also you need to realize that people who were developing it had to develop the weird shit. So people had to take their time to develop the fucking weird bestiality sex scenes in it. Whether you choose to play it or not, someone took time in developing that shit.
Yeah.
Here's the cover for that comic right there. 0 point.
Dude. That is
Fortnite,
awesome.
Man. Fortnite keeps crushing it.
Man, they do.
And that is that's it We're caught up, except for Cole Hauser just sent one in a 10.
I got it. Jeremy, remember when Cobra Commander lasered his face to the moon and Destro yelled at him, "This is a brilliant scheme. You wasted millions on cosmic graffiti." That's the level of Rise of Cobra. Yeah, so Rise of Cobra is the first live-action G.I. Joe movie. The second one was Retaliation. And the Retaliation, I mean, they both did a lot good and a lot bad, but a lot more bad, I think, was in Rise of Cobra because of the treatment of Cobra Commander. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Cobra. God, so bad. Fuck. It just hurts to think about it. At least they got the look of Cobra Commander right in the second one. The look was fantastic. I didn't like Zartan in the fucking movie either. Destro was stupid. Anyway, I don't want to go on a big rant about it. At the end of the day, after watching the Snake Eyes movie, it made me appreciate the two live-action G.I. Joe movies a little bit more. That's how bad the Snake Eyes movie was.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna call it there. Oh, Aurora Umpleak says, I would seriously love a G.I. Joe with a traditional large forces scale or large forces fighting a series of battles across a movie or mini series in theaters, lasers, jets, etc. It would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do moving forward with this Transformers G.I. Joe thing. I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic, I guess is the best you can say. I'm interested because it's G.I. Joe, but I don't have a lot of hopes for it. The only thing I hope that comes out of it is maybe I'll get some more G.I. Joe skins in Fortnite. That'd be the only thing I hope to get from it.
There you go.
Some more G.I. Joe skins in Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is going to be it for the day. We got High Tea Thursday over on Drunk 3PO's channel.
Yep.
Tell them about that one real quick, Beardo.
Yeah, so me and Jay have this new podcast we've been doing the past few weeks. It's called High Tea Thursday, short for High Testosterone Thursdays. And it's taken off, man. And it's so good that we're putting it on, Jay's putting it on Spotify podcasts. He's putting it on Apple podcasts. People have been really enjoying it. We keep getting more and more viewers every single week. So go ahead. Head on over to Drunk 3PO. The podcast is going to start at 12:30, so in about 20 minutes. And it's really fun. We don't get too political, and we don't necessarily even focus on pop culture and stuff. We just talk about we just riff off of each other. Just funny stories. It's a good laugh. It's a good time. And it's kind of like a little palate cleanser from all like the negative kind of woke stuff that's going on in entertainment and the things we love. We just sit back, have a good time, and it's people have really been enjoying it. So head on over to Drunk 3PO to watch High Tea Thursdays.
There we go. Josiah, what do you got going on?
Yeah, I mean, Epic Verse, continuing to do stuff on my own channel and then streaming on Kick. So let's go follow me over on Kick, Josiah Rises. And yeah, I mean, so I haven't really promoted this a whole lot, but we do have this Epic Verse merch as well that's available over on 221B Tactical.
Here we go.
So go check it out over there. We have the hat as well over there. So if you want to pick up some Epic Verse merch, you can go over there to 221B Tactical and find it there. So
there we go. There we go. And of course, you can go over to Meta PCs. And if you're interested in getting yourself a new PC, use the promo code 199. Helps Geeks Gamers out. Lets Meta PCs know that we are shouting them out. We appreciate what they've done for us. And a lot more going on in the very near future. So I appreciate it, guys. So thank you all so much. We got Fortnite member stream tonight. Shockingly enough, I think this is the first daily we haven't gotten a new member, which is crazy. No new members today, which is okay. But yes, we do have a member stream tonight. So we'll be playing open lobby with all of our members here on the YouTube side. We'll probably push that link out to Rumble and Kick as well if we can in terms of the members over there. We'll try to do our best to do that. But thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
So, I know you guys are wondering why I'm here full screen. And let me tell you. Give me back my son!
And we got all those members came in too. We got all these members. We're getting gifted memberships like crazy. Thank you guys for the gifted memberships. I had to troll Beard. Honestly, I wouldn't have done it. There was one comment.
I saw it.
There was one comment, and it caught my eye. Who was it? Who made that happen? Hang on. One comment said, "Make it awkward for Beardo." God, I can't find it now. But you're the reason. You're the reason that this happened. Come on, there's got to be. I got to find it. Do you remember who it was, Beardo?
I saw it. It was hold on.
Hang on. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. We're gonna
We're
give you
find it.
credit. I can't. Somebody said it. Anyway, it was one
No.
person.
I'm getting it. Fuck.
Make it awkward for Beardo or something like that. It did.
Yeah. Hold on.
I can't find it. But that's why
They're
it
like
happens.
send out. Fuck. I'm gonna get it.
Are you gonna find it?
We're gonna give you credit. Yeah, we're gonna give you credit. It's right here.
I like that one.
Stalling,
That's a good one.
Stalling.
That's a good one.
Go Beard is such a retard. At least I have a beard. It's Shield made Nan. Says outro with an awkward Beardo moment, please.
There we go. So, all right. So you got full credit. 3D Honda with the member message. We got Simplistic becomes a new member as well. Alec Baldwin's finger dropped a gifted membership. Subhuman dropped 5. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Cam Man dropped a gifted membership. Desirius dropped a gifted membership. So thank you guys. All right, we're gonna end it there. See you over on High Tea Thursday with Beardo and Jay. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.